O&G Registrar in Middlemore Hospital at the moment.
Oh, I'm Duncan. I was born in the UK and came here 16 years ago. Did medical school here as a postgrad and ended up staying in Auckland.
I came to Auckland because I didn't get into training the first time around, and I came to a bigger centre to, one, see what it was like working in a different environment, and number two, try and get onto training and make myself a little bit more visible, and it seemed to have worked, so I stayed.
And there's lots of things to do outside of work as well, so yeah.
Awesome. Can you elaborate a little bit more? What more can you do?
Yeah, well, just last night I went to see Aladdin, which if you haven't seen it, awesome. Really should go see it. Really well done. Yeah, some really good shows, and yeah, lots of other things to do as well. So you've got go out to the beaches. There's shopping if you're into that. Going along Tamaki Drive, museums. There's lots of culture and lots of other things to do.
So Auckland has 3 major district health boards. So basically you're working in 3 different areas while living in the same place, which is what I think is the major advantage. All 3 of those hospitals have a different population, a different system, and just different skills that you need to deal with those different populations. So right now we work in South Auckland. It tends to be fairly lower socioeconomic. It has a very multicultural population, and that is very different to the other DHB in Auckland that I've worked at, which is Auckland DHB. And I find that I've been using different sets of skills in the different environments. So I think you upskill by having to use different sets of skills, all while living in the same place. You don't have to travel. I think that's a really good experience.
And the exposure you get to the really complex cases and procedures and the top subspecialists in the country as well. So it's a good package.
We are really well supported, and I love working here. So my first and second year of training was in Middlemore, and I never felt under supported. We always have a boss on site, which is the only place in the country that happens, and that's at Middlemore, and I think we're very spoiled.
I guess if you know you want to do O&Gs, just do O&G. So get your house officer runs. As we've said before, try and get them in the big centres so you'll be recognised. The people that select for the training programs tend to be in the bigger centres as well.
Oh, that's hard.
So many, Jess.
Yeah, it's either because I have none or many. That is a hard one.
I was going to say, I was thinking about this last night, and probably getting onto the training program would be mine. Yeah, just it's quite competitive, and it's something we're obviously passionate about. So to be able to have the opportunity to train and specialise in O&G, it was pretty awesome. Yeah, it was a good feeling. So I was pretty proud.
Okay. I think my proudest moment is actually a really little moment. It seems like a little moment, but it was just one clinical interaction with a young girl that I saw who was having a miscarriage, and being able to educate her about how not to go through this again. It was very early on in my career. I was just a house officer, and it was the first time that I'd actually imparted wisdom to someone. And it stuck with me, and I've done it every day from now on, and it doesn't seem particularly like a thing to be proud of. But if I sit back and reflect on it a little bit, what we do makes me proud every day. Like being able to help people through a really vulnerable time in their lives actually really makes me proud every day, which I think is quite